It amazes me how much Mortal Kombat has been referenced in pop culture.
If that's what Dewey says happened, there's no reason to argue about it.
No one believes I beat the last level of Mortal Kombat.
Because that's just ridiculous. No one beats Sub-Zero.
Mortal Kombat on Sega Genesis is the best video game ever.
I disagree. It's a very good game, but I think Donkey Kong is the best game ever.
Donkey Kong sucks.
You know something? You suck.
Before you marry Tom, what's the Mortal Kombat blood code? I keep forgetting.
It's ABACABB, but you can't do this now. You're ruining my wedding.
Pop Culture 16. Shinnok is one of the evil characters in this fighting video game franchise from NetherRealm Studios. Gerald?
What is Mortal Kombat?
Yes.
These not-so-subtle nods to the iconic fighting game series serve as validation of its lasting impact. There is a laundry list of references in TV shows and movies, but what about the many times other games have acknowledged Mortal Kombat? Maybe it's just me, but there are few things I enjoy more than Easter eggs. We've all been there. You're playing a game when you stumble upon a reference to something familiar, and you become that Leo DiCaprio meme from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. You know the one.
Whoa, here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
Mortal Kombat's legendary status in gaming culture has led many other games to include Easter eggs, unlockable characters, references, and more that result in the slightest of smirks for those who find them. And today's video covers some of my favorites. Here are 5 Mortal Kombat references in other video games, and we are kicking it off with a pair of sports games. The date is June 21st, 2004, and MLB Slugfest Loaded is the newest baseball game on the market. Developed by Point of View and published by Midway Sports, this was definitely a baseball game. It featured most of what you would anticipate in a baseball game, but with Midway at the helm, you can always expect some sort of reference to Mortal Kombat, but this wasn't just any reference. You could actually unlock and play as Scorpion and Sub-Zero in this game. From the main menu, holding triangle, square, and R1 would generate this sound cue. That means success, and you can now start a game as either Team Scorpion or Team Sub-Zero, who are, in reality, reskinned versions of the Arizona Diamondbacks and Seattle Mariners. Once the game begins, you'll see an entire squad of Scorpion and Sub-Zero take the field. When stepping up to the plate, Scorpion swings a sword while Sub-Zero opts to use a frozen bat. Pretty fitting. In another timeline, perhaps this is the most heated rivalry in baseball, a la the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. Apart from the reskinned players and unique bat selection, there's not much else to add, but it's still a fun nod to Mortal Kombat.
The cheap seats or the out and the free seats. Either way, somebody's got more for the money, eh?
He got a pitch he could hit, extended his arms, dropped the head of the bat, and bingo, it's gone.
Man, that was some hit, Tim. Did you hear how loud that crack of the...
Scorpion wins. Fatality.
Now let's move from the diamond to the gridiron. Sticking in sports, the fan-favorite NFL Blitz series launched its first home console title on September 12, 1997. Like MLB Slugfest Loaded, Midway Games published NFL Blitz, which created an opportunity to feature Mortal Kombat characters in the game. However, rather than Scorpion and Sub-Zero as you'd expect, Midway went with Raiden and Shinnok. Yes, the Thunder God and Fallen Elder God appear in an American football video game. At this point in MK history, Mortal Kombat 4 has just arrived in arcades, and Midway is preparing to release the spin-off, Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero, in less than a month. This context is important for something I'll mention shortly. You could play as Raiden by starting an arcade match and creating an account using Raiden as the name and entering code 3691. For Shinnok, you'd have to enter the name Shinnok with one N and the code 8337. If you end up doing this yourself, I would advise activating Big Head Mode by using this code before the game begins and pressing right on the D-pad. If done correctly, every character you swap to will instantly become Raiden or Shinnok, regardless of your chosen team. Also, weirdly enough, instead of the Shinnok look from MK4, this is the demonic form of Shinnok from the end of Mortal Kombat Mythology's Sub-Zero. Unfortunately, NFL Blitz does not feature any unique tackles or electric flies, but it's another fun nod regardless.
Raiden wins.
Before getting to the next game, I wanted to note that you could also play as Dan Toasty Forden, the iconic Mortal Kombat sound programmer, by entering Forden and 1111. Toasty! Also, Sal DeVita, who portrayed various characters in MK3, UMK3, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, and he even played Scorpion in the Mortal Kombat Mythologies cutscenes.
I am Scorpion. You killed me in cold blood.
Was playable with the name Sal and code 0201.
Here's your man, Nick Scryer. Facial reconstruction and a memory wipe.
Intelligence has the movement attacking the refinery in about 90 hours.
This memory wipe will give us plenty of time to drop him in and get him past the movement's psi probes. Mindgate's specialty is Psi-Ops.
From a pair of sports games, we move to an action-adventure game I don't hear anyone talking about anymore. On June 14th, 2004, Midway cranked out Psi-Ops, the Mindgate conspiracy, on PlayStation 2 and Xbox. This third-person shooter was famous for a mechanic where the main character utilized psychic abilities, pretty unique and fun for the time. Since it was a Midway title, this was yet another perfect opportunity to integrate Mortal Kombat into the game. But how? Well, it's just another reskin, but it's still pretty cool. Scorpion was playable by entering code 546546, and the next time you load into the game, the main character, Nick Scryer, is replaced by Hanzo Hasashi. Considering the game's release date, Scorpion's appearance in Psi-Ops is based on his look in Mortal Kombat Deception, released just 4 months later. Although you don't get to use any of Scorpion's iconic weapons, it's still cool to see him in this setting.
Finish him. Scorpion wins. Fatality.
Now, let's head to Springfield for the 4th Mortal Kombat reference in another game.
If you gotta get in the game, you gotta get with the family. Homer, Marge, Lisa, and Bart.
Don't you understand, son? Your whole life has been a video game.
This fall, roll with your homies.
Cool.
The next reference occurs in a game revolved around The Simpsons, and while researching for this video, I found a few Mortal Kombat nods in the TV show. The legendary animated TV series was on top of the world in 2007. The Simpsons movie arrived on June 27th and went on to gross over $500 million before EA dropped the Simpsons Game on various consoles. The game engine level features references to many series, including Need for Speed, Metal Gear Solid, Super Mario, and more. This character is clearly meant to be Ryu from Street Fighter, and this is a run-down version of Sonic the Hedgehog. Despite having no affiliation with Midway, the Simpsons Game also paid tribute to Mortal Kombat. You can find this fatality reference written presumably in blood on the wall, and this poster that depicts Ned Flanders replacing Onaga on the cover of Mortal Kombat Deception, with the words Mortal Kombat displayed above. These are both fun homages to the series, but this next reference involves an actual Mortal Kombat arcade cabinet.
I didn't sign up for this shit.
Says the devil lives there.
Are you serious? We know about this?
From Springfield, we journey to the alien-infested Area 51. On November 12, 2007, Midway released BlackSite Area 51, an FPS title in which Captain Aaron Pierce encounters hostile alien forces. But did you know you could play as Bo Raicho in this game? At the main menu, enter the Konami code, which is up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start, select, to swap out Aaron Pierce for Bo Raicho. Just kidding. During episode 3, you will find yourself at a drive-in movie theater. You can find this nod to Mortal Kombat by heading into the snack bar and turning to your left. There, you will find a Mortal Kombat 4 arcade cabinet, clear as day. Although it seems out of place in a game that came out 10 years after MK4, perhaps it's just a fun Easter egg for the 10-year anniversary. I also want to point out that Mortal Kombat Deception, which was released in 2004, featured a demo to a game called Area 51, which actually preceded BlackSite Area 51. Man, there are a lot of callbacks to Deception in this video. That game really was incredible. And there you have it, 5 Mortal Kombat Easter eggs, references, and hidden unlockable characters in other games. My personal favorite is Psi-Ops because that game is criminally underrated and playing as Scorpion makes it that much better. Did you happen to catch any of these Mortal Kombat references? Are there others that I may have missed? Let me know in the comments section, and if you enjoyed this exploration, please like the video and I will happily make a part 2.
It could be, and it's gone! A home run! And Sexton puts his team up by 3. He just hauled off and gave that thing a few hundred feet of thwack.
Oh man, oh boy, oh man, oh boy, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Nothing wrong with that pitch, but everything was right about that swing. Oh man.
I don't know what the pitcher was thinking serving up that ball. He was asking for it.